hunter tracks a beast by its footprints. We'll be tracking it by footprints and feces.
On July 3rd, 1947, a rancher came across wreckage of an unidentified flying object in the high desert of New Mexico. The U.S. Army Air Force immediately cordoned off the area for the government to successfully extract the extraterrestrial occupants and remove all evidence of the Roswell crash, the most astonishing event in recorded history.
The city of Roswell, or rather not so much as a city as a full-on museum, a shop, souvenirs with aliens on shelves.
Surprisingly, I wouldn't want to visit. Something tells me the locals are already barfing green goo from it left and right.
Roswell style! Let's start from afar. There are two pieces of evidence. Photo, video documentation of a quite tangible extraterrestrial body, while another has been deceptive. Like, how are we planning to communicate with aliens if the first thing we do is, got it, finders keepers, losers weepers?
Please, don't hurt me.
Don't be afraid.
As the writer Arthur Clarke put it, two possibilities exist. Either we're alone in the universe or we're not. Both are equally terrifying. Just think, now everything's changed, only shrouded in government's top secrecy, isn't it?
Let me start step by step.
The so-called Roswell photo, which shows what was pulled out of the crashed saucer.
It said when this photo was shown to people in Roswell, they were like, yeah, hell yeah. That's the alien I saw. 100% I'd never mistake them.
Hello, I keep witnesses accounts for my new ufology book. What do extraterrestrials look like?
That's exactly it.
Now my book is based on real. Wait, that's not that's my wedding.
That's like comparing a Texan to a toaster. Yes, you heard it right. See, this photo was taken ages ago, way before such powerful computers were even a thing. I might not have a degree in English, mummified body of a 2-year-old boy. Ufologists only have been quick to undebunk the debunking. It's called the shock of the To that I can show one finger, and it's not the thumb, index ring, or a pinky, because I've tracked down the museum exhibit in Colorado where that photo was taken in, with notes proving it existed at least 9 years prior to the incident. The next part, May 5th, 1995. British filmmaker Ray Santilli, linked to the government's top secret documentation of the incident, steps forward and drops the tape. Of course, this sensation started being blasted across the entire globe. Hey, Maggie, they're showing an alien!
Interesting. What's the hay bale shoving?
Hey, bail my ass, I'm saying an alien!
Oh, these things don't even learn to play a violin.
I'm sick of this woman.
Say that one more time and you'll be missing dinner.
Here is $1, a button, and some belly button lint question. If we already got an alien with video proofs, why are world scientists still out there grinding away for any signs of extraterrestrial intelligence of any forms? They would. Just can't download TikTok?
Whoa. Hey, you can't suppress the truth. The people have a right to know. Roswell!
Well, experts, not on TikTok, not even YouTube Shorts, point out the film bears a bogus non-military code mark. Take Cyril Webb, the former president of the National Association of Forensic Pathologists, along with other experts. Note, the government top-secret surgeons performing the autopsy are hopelessly useless blockheads, holding scissors the first time in their lives like tailors.
Concentrate! Careful! Cut gently. Only don't nick the other one. I'm telling you, don't nick it! Listen, do you have any idea how fed up I am with you? Why are you bossing me around? I too worked in food service. A waiter with an eagle.
Meet John Humphreys, a sculptor who crafts all sorts of amazing pieces for shows like Max Headroom, Doctor Who, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This extraterrestrial form of intelligence happens to be my handiwork.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That got confirmed when John Humphreys whipped out the exact same alien for a comedy parody of that film, Alien Odyssey 2006.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's looking good. Oh, good. That's good.
Would you like a biscuit?
That is a fake of a fake of a fake.
Commencing excavation of the subject's chest cavity.
No. Santilli knows the 1995 film is a recreation of the genuine footage that became damaged when its container was opened. Why is there such high concentration of fakes per square foot? Alright, you could say this all's just a great crying little wolf compared to what actually went down in
Roswell, New Mexico.
I'll give you that, since I have to face it, everybody knows.
In 1947, a UFO crashed in Roswell, New Mexico.
So, that place where cactuses rule, though your car still gets hijacked. New Mexico.
There's a New Mexico?
Time to rebuild the story one chart at a time.
Is that the love between a man and a woman, or the love of a man for a fine Cuban cigar?
I bring you love.
It's bringing love. Don't let it get away.
Break its legs.
July 8th, 1947. Local authorities receive a call from Ranger Matt Brazel. Major Jesse Marcel and Captain Sheridan Cabot are sent there, the first-hand eyewitness squad. Upon arrival at the base, the Army Airfield's PR guy was straight up so excited, an announcement was it might have had something to do with the recent flying saucer sightings. So what exactly did Mac Brazel say fell from the sky in that phone call?
This is what? Straight from Major Jesse Marcel himself. Besides, our rancher got his hands on the alien tinfoil and sticks spacecraft too, the weight of which is roughly 5 pounds. Holy crap! Circles! Lucky he didn't just chuck it away.
Brigadier General Roger Ramey with Major Jesse Marcel, remember it, that's very important, held a press conference denying any extraterrestrial bodies, which would later become a subject of deep regrets, twice, on 2 different occasions. And then came something I'd say extraordinary for such a case, nothingness. Not a single report from anyone, nor from the 3 first-hand witnesses. You're processing that, or should I fax it to the Pentagon? The biggest event in the history of the mankind, crickets in literature, even from ufologists, for 33 years. In interviews 33 years later, as a matter of fact, retired Major Jesse Marcel recalled there were some sort of hieroglyphics on them that nobody could decipher. He's not some anyone, a degree in physics, rattling off at the attended universities, 5 air medals in World War II for shooting down enemy's aircraft, 5-0 enemy's torpedo.
Slapping UFO stickers began not when it landed in Roswell, New Mexico UFO.
When it landed in pop culture worldwide out of a single spark. Nothing but for one book, The Roswell Incident by Stanton Friedman, who's without a doubt talented as hell, unfortunately, because he's a flying saucer physicist. Later, more literature emerged by ufologists specialized in Roswell, Kevin Randall, alongside Donald Schmidt, there is no one on this planet who knows more about the Roswell incident than him. There are, by the way, certain there are 4 ETs there. However, Charles Berlitz, an expert on Atlantis and the Bermuda Triangle, with William Moore, who has respect in UFO doc, know precisely there are from 6 to 30 ETs. Randall and Schmidt even went full detective mode, unearthing that 3 C-54 aircraft loaded with their Roswell crash saucer wreckage jetted to Los Alamos on July 9th, 47. Los Alamos Airport was still under construction on July 9th, 1947. Even then, it had a short runway, not suitable for a C-54. But that's unimportant whether the egg-headed flew first class or couch. What is that our alien hunters attend UFO symposiums. These books cut through the old smoke and reveal some of the fire. Leonard Stringfield, a member of the board of directors of MUFON.
The MUFON-BCD is open with specialists of the right and the left Bigfoot's nostrils, which don't intersect. They've captured it! The footage of Bigfoot.
What the f*** is that? Bigfoot. Oh, man.
Hello, motherfucker.
Regardless,
That's beside the point!
all that literature came later. What interests me is the OG himself who dropped, I learned early on that absence of evidence is not the same as evidence of absence. Yeah, that old saw hits hard. In the end, you're still left with an absence of evidence, though. So, Friedman relies heavily on the logic of a lack of logic, which is known as an argument from ignorance. We don't know what the unidentified flying object is, therefore it must have been an extraterrestrial craft. Cue the X-Files theme. Cover the cover-up with boasting that they interviewed witnesses. And not just witnesses, but more than 90. Though in the beginning of it said 70. But in the book itself, there are testimonies of 25, only 7 of which claim to be first-hand sources, only 5 of which claim to have actually handled the material personally, only 4 of which suspect it's of extraterrestrial origin, the whole lot of 1 of which were present at the debris field during the time. Stanton Friedman is sure a master at spinning anything into a captivating package, but man, was he sorely lacking in tangible material. 1978, the flying saucer physicist happened to meet someone who dredged up a whole recovered saucer story. Friedman realized he'd at last found his star witness. This someone's retired Major Jesse Marcel.
Pathologist. Brutal job. One gotta be dead. Preferably blind.
Our book in the government's cover-up of the Roswell Incident has now just been sent to print. You've nuked the mothership down near the Death Star, rebooted the interrupted human race, Adam and Eve descended from you, discovered fire, invented the wheel. Did it happen to use the wrong pronouns?
That didn't happen in Caxburg.
I know.
It happened in Roswell.
You think I'm an idiot? You see, first the OG Major Jesse Marcel killed himself, having been embarrassed by mixing up tinfoil for a UFO spaceship. Then the second time, he regretted not going on it to the fullest extent. The non-fiction fiction writer points out himself, without the retired Major Jesse Marcel, this quest would never have been started. Since retrieving the wreckage, he jetted it to Roswell Air Force Base. In the bestseller, he got photographic memory, which he himself forgot to say about. Those 5 heroic medals are 100% listed in his military record. Jesse Marcel has a penchant for exaggerating to write himself into history books, specifically noted by none other than the commander of the base at Roswell, General Roger Ramey. Digging through the archives, turns out he got his diploma off the back of the cereal box, shot down planes with joystick, and the flying saucer, a part of his Happy Meal. Get out of here. Which Friedman shuts down with, well, everyone knows military records are notoriously inaccurate.
You serious?
Marcel, nevertheless, put his signature repeatedly there, certifying them to be true. Interestingly, when our star, the all-important Jesse, was first interviewed, he couldn't remember the year, let alone the month. Aliens crashed! His snapshot memory answered in the late 40s. Fun fact, I've cracked the code. That's a kid's tape with pastel purple pinkish flowers from a Manhattan department store.
Now, here I want to draw distinctions between what are mysteries and what are secrets. 1994, just a regular day. Birds chirping, flowers blooming, ufologists racking their brains trying to decipher a kid's tape from a department store.
The Air Force declassifies many intelligence documents. The codename Project Mogul, designed to spy on the Soviet Union's nuclear development using balloons that picked up acoustic signals channeled around the Earth from Soviet nuclear tests. So secret and sensitive it had a national security rating of top secret A1, equal to that of the Manhattan Project. Flight number 4, launch day 3 a.m. June 4th, 1947. Launch site Alamogordo Army Airfield, tracking east-northeast toward Corona. Status battery failure reported, contact lost. Within 17 miles of the Brazil Range, who described it as large number of pieces of paper covered with a foil-like substance, pieced together with small sticks, much like a kite. In other words, much like the balloon's radar reflector from Project Mogul. Next, the Air Force's declassified Project High Dive to study high-altitude parachute systems on a total of 67 dummies ejected from skyhook balloons 20 miles up, practically space jumping. This led to the launch of the secret Project Excelsior, where this was done by the highly trained US Air Force, and it's all in the vicinity of Roswell. From here came the rumors about a crashed shuttle, alien bodies, considering the government immediately cordoned it off without inviting anyone. What was needed to be done? Banquet? It seemed the balloon burst in Roswell, and so did the conspiracy theories' fanciful flying saucer bubble.
I don't believe a word of.
Nuts found guy hotels riding on Roswell's aliens from Washington, D.C. A document that disproves everything I've been telling you here. It's double, triple, triple solid proof because it's been published by the London Daily Mail and even the International Business Times. If you've already started printing t-shirts over this,
stop it. Get some help.
A cover-up of a saucer crash by conspiracy theorists in Roswell, only in Aztec. This is from the FBI, but not from the FBI, but of Leo DeBauer and Silas Newton, who are...
Fraud?
Yes, fraud.
And now we reach the final, most jaw-dropping Roswell's bombshell. In 1976, the renowned British astronomer Sir Patrick Moore told BBC listeners about the Jovian-Plutonian gravitational effect, a rare cosmic alignment when Pluto passes behind Jupiter. If listeners jumped at exactly 9:47 a.m., they could feel a fleeting sense of weightlessness as Earth's gravity was briefly lessened.
The number of calls, astronomical pun intended. One woman reported she and 11 friends had been wafted from chairs and orbited gently around the room.
The one thing none of them felt, April 1st. Let me explain.
Kenneth Arnold UFO sighting occurred on June 24th, 1947, when private pilot Kenneth Arnold claimed that he saw a string of 9 shiny, unidentified flying objects.
Within days, flying saucers became global vocabulary, joined by thousands of sightings flooding in from every corner.
It's not even that in the archives there are no reports, nor from weather observers, nor from air traffic controllers, though on that day there was very little traffic, nor from the army on a lookout who were instructed to do exactly that. It's that nobody knows Kenneth Arnold reported the UFO flew erratically like a saucer if you skip it across the water.
Batwing shaped, not circular, maybe boomerang shaped, beetle shaped, a string of unknown to science flying animals.
Not surprisingly, the first reporter, Bill Cat, misunderstood and reported flying saucer.
Oh, this fucking shit. What's the point?
Well, Kenneth Arnold's sighting occurred on June 24th, 1947, and that's what everyone around started seeing. The Roswell Incident occurred 10 days later.
What could he possibly have seen?
Perhaps a new boomerang-shaped military aircraft at that time. Where he was flying, he could have been a victim of a Fata Morgana mirage due to the difference in the temperature of the air.
Maybe that was just a publicity stunt.
Which, by the way, worked, since he wanted to run for office from the state of Idaho.
In this incident, I don't get over one thing. Why would extraterrestrials redesign their craft to conform to Bill Beckett's mistake?
Nevertheless, this event lives on as the subject of folklore and folklore.
You're local?
We gotta shoot detail on that! Oh, let's read it. It said a new saucer has crashed nearby! Tourists.
Hey, don't assume there hasn't been any recent news.
The Roswell Daily Record. On July 20th, Fred, a 50-pound mannequin of a real alien, was sitting by Alien Encounters front entrance on the corner of Main Street and 8th Street in his wheelchair. He was injured in a 1947 crash as a part of the local tourist attraction. Around 4:30 p.m., 2 men in a white and brown pickup truck rolled Fred in and sped away. The incident of an alien abducted by humans.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Plus, he said, she said, even they/them said. Maybe I am a redneck renegade in contrast to UFO buffs waiting for alien spaceships that are about to crash on their ranches.
Get in there and cover it up. This could change everything.
The alien kite went down in 1947, yet still new witnesses emerge.
Have you seen today's news?
High school gym renovations on schedule? What a load!
No, over here. Flying saucer captured.
That's no flying saucer. That's my ass!
My God. This means the flying saucer that crashed in Roswell was us!
Wanna believe, but believing is hard.